Breaking news. We have some very interesting and exciting things to talk about. Harry Kalaba has been fired from his political party, the DP. So this is some very funny and shocking news, because we all thought that Harry Kalaba was the president and he was obviously sort of legally registered as one of the owners of the political party. But information which is being revealed is actually saying otherwise. So we are going to be talking about that. I'm also going to play you some videos because watch feedback or watch I'm a coffee. That was a very funny thing that happened at the DP offices. So we're going to be talking about that. And I'm also going to be talking about the real reason why everything is happening with regards to the DP and why Harry Kalaba is being sort of fired from his own political party. So umukamba ba moma coup d'etat. Or is it vice versa? Umukamba ewa womine coup d'etat. Because according to the story that we're having, right? Harry Kalaba allegedly, reportedly wanted to whatever sampuisha DP kuriba PF. This is very funny. This is very, very funny. So before we go on to the other topics, right? Because we're also going to talk about the upcoming youth Indaba, which is going to be held by, which is going to be sort of organized by the Minister of Sports, youth Shan Yuko. So there's going to be a youth Indaba meeting where I'm a youth see. You guys are going to be like in one location and you're going to be talking about things that are going to propel your hustle and the things that you want to see happen in the new dawn environment. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. So I go by the name of Muna, aka the unofficial Litunga, and you know the tradition. All the keyboard warriors, share this video right now. Share this video right now because it's about to go crazy. And the tradition here is all the keyboard warriors. I mean, the people who follow Zed Corner, the vigilant Zambians who always make sure that, we are doing the right thing to propel this nation to the next level. We call them the keyboard warriors. So all the keyboard warriors, all the people watching me right now, share this video because we are about to do some reactions. And, we're going to be watching all the needed information that you guys need to find out with regards to the Harry Kalaba, situation. And I'm also going to be reacting to Seer 1 because Seer 1 was reacting to the whole, fiasco. Because Seer 1, aka Andrew Ijimadu, did talk about Harry Kalaba. So, so without further ado, let's get into today's episode. I hope once and I'm to share. So let me just share this. While doing that, let me play this. Hold on. So we're going to be watching these people, the dissidents. Although you never come back, they are dissidents. So basically, a dissident is a person who opposes official policy, especially that of an authoritarian state. Okay, so these are the dissidents. There is Judith Kabemba, and there's also Justin Nkonge. So these are the people who are allegedly. So let's just watch the video without further ado.
And we are here to tell you that things are never the same. Our political party, the DP that we knew, is no longer the way it is. It has been sold to the Patriotic Front, who the Zambians refused. Vehemently. So we are here to tell the nation that as Democratic Party, we've refused to be soiled. So this is Mr. Evans Chilambwe. He's also one of the owners of the party. This is Madam.
Don't even listen to whatever he's saying. is alive.
Yeah. No, it's the fragrance you want. Cause it. You don't know. Cause it. Cause it. Cause it.
Okay, I mean, come on. I don't really mean to find this very funny because this is a very serious matter, but sometimes you just can't help but chuckle. What the hell is going on? Abapenda bagamba kwachwa nokubuka akawelewele. All right, this is interesting, especially due to the fact that you have a very serious man conducting an interview. But in our cameras, there's like journalists, they are conducting an interview. The man actually gets out of his element. There was almost a fist fight. So let's just see that one more time because I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So let's listen to this one more time.
And we are here to tell you that things are never the same. Our political party, the DP that we knew, is no longer the way it is. It has been sold to the Patriotic Front, who the Zambians refused. Vehemently. So we are here to tell the nation that as Democratic Party, we've refused to be soiled. So this is Mr. Evans Chilambwe. He's also one of the owners of the party. This is Madam.
Don't even listen to whatever he's saying. He's alive.
Yeah. No, it's the fragrance you want. Cause it. You don't know. Cause it. Yeah. So there is a speech.
I don't know how you guys are going to react to that, but that was so hilarious. That was so funny, And especially when it comes to like these politics, because I'm also going to talk about the role that surrogate parties play, because a lot of people don't understand the type of political atmosphere that we have, because in Zambia we've got a lot of different surrogate parties, so I am a political parties. A lot of them are just fronts. They are like fake. They're not really real opposition political parties. So this is going to actually open Pandora's box, because I'm even going to take this opportunity to explain to you the business of politics, because here we talk about money making opportunities and just basically how we can get to maneuver in society. So this is this is a prime example of the fake illusion of democracy, the mirage that we have, because we have like quote unquote over 10 political parties, but best believe those are surrogate parties that really play to the tunes of our ruling parties. So we're going to be talking about that. But first of all, we've got a lot of things to decipher. So I really hope that you guys have been sharing this video. So share this video right now in all the different groups. Okay, so without further ado, twalaikala mu Zambia. Abakulunga baleiro Paula Pama TV. Twalaikala mu Zambia. So let's go for a musical break while I curate the next video. So let's listen to Joe Boy. All of the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings stay for my yard. And like that, you go be, you go see, you go feel because the blessings fall on my yard. Okay, so before we jump into the next clip that I'm about to play, right? Because we need to like look at the legal aspect, because by the end of it, there's actually court cases, there's actually lawyers involved. So I don't really know whether you got to read the whole story. So basically, according to the information that I'm getting from Prime Television Zambia, right? Here it says Democratic Party President Harry Kalaba has allegedly been fired from his political party following accusations that he sold the party to the fellow opposition Patriotic Front Party. party members led by Vice President Judith Kabemba. So basically, Judith Kabemba is this lady, the one who's putting on the pink vest. That's Judith Kabemba. She is apparently the Vice President of the Democratic Party. So party members led by Vice President Judith Kabemba have since sought the court's order to bar Mr. Kalaba from accessing its party secretariat and other properties. Mr. Kalaba has, however, told Prime TV that those causing confusions were disciplined, hence rushing to the court and the media. So we also have another one. We also have this statement from the LM chambers, right? So basically, Justin Nkonge and Judith Kabemba did put up a demand notice whereby they were sort of, telling Mr. Kalaba that you can't really sort of get to sell or, I don't know, get to mingle with the Patriotic Front because you don't really own the rights to this political party because he's not really the bearer. So let me just try to share this, while I read it. So hold on. Let me just share because hold on. Yeah, but this is what happens when you're live. Hold on. Yeah, let me stop sharing that because I'm trying to find the actual statement because by the end of it, suing because Zambia abantu bare you mama coffee then futhi bare suing. So yeah, lawsuit. So hold on. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So I hope you guys can see this. Yeah, so this is a statement from the involved lawyers, and let's just read this together because so I hope you can see. Is it visible enough? Right, I'm sure you guys can see, right? Okay, so according to this, the reference Justin Nkonge and Judith Kabemba versus yourself demand notice. Reference made to the matter in caption. We act for the aforementioned Justin Nkonge and Judith Kabemba, the founding members of the Democratic Party. That's not our interest. We have also been informed that the said Justin Nkonge and Judith Kabemba are registered office bearers for the Democratic Party, respectively. Our clients have indicated that prior to the 2021 general elections, it was resolved by the founding members of the Democratic Party to sponsor yourself as a presidential candidate for the party. So basically, it really seems, Mr. Kalaba was only the face. Okay, so now I know about swing up. Boom, so I'm reading this information, allegedly, reportedly. So according to this information, right? Harry Kalaba was just the face. He was the representative. So when it comes to the DP party, right, it was registered by other people, and the bearers of that particular organization are different people. So indeed, perusal of the Democratic Party's documentations lodged with the Registrar of Societies revealed that you are not the registered office bearer for the Democratic Party. Further, our clients have relayed to us that they and other founding members have noted with utter dismay that you have embarked on activities intended to supplant the Democratic Party with the Patriotic Front. We have been informed that in the recent past, you unilaterally dissolved all the structures for the Democratic Party countrywide and replaced them with the Patriotic Front structures. We have also been informed that you took the unilateral decision to appoint one Jarvis Chabi as the national secretary and co-opted the said Jarvis Chabi without consulting the general membership, particularly the executive committee of the party. By so doing, you breached Articles 10 and 20 of the Democratic Party's constitution. So this is the statement that we are getting from the LM chambers. I'm sure these are the legal practitioners and the commission, whatever. These are the lawyers for Judith Kabemba and Justin Nkonge. So, okay, but this is very funny, coup d'etat. muri political party I don't know. I think according to this information, the office bearers and the legal owners of the Democratic Party as an organization is these two individuals. So it really seemed Harry Kalaba was just the face, allegedly, reportedly. Okay, according to this information that I'm getting. So anyhow, let's also get to see some more stuff. Let's watch the video because we need to see the actual truth. So yeah, here we go.
We would like to dismiss these assertions with the content they so deserve. Yes. We also sympathize with Ms. Kabemba and Mr. Nkonge's sudden lack of focus and direction. We are aware of what is going on and what has made them to take such a destructive path for now. We shall treat this matter as a strict family affair unless the duo decide otherwise. We would want to deal with this matter with utmost civility, sincerity, and maturity, because as DP, that is who we are. And I'm sure everybody else knows that's who we are ourselves. And this is the kind of politics we've been preaching about and would like to encourage in this nation. For the record, beloved Zambians, Mr. Kalaba is the president of the Democratic Party, and all members and well-wishers are advised not to be alarmed. Mr. Kalaba is firmly in charge of the party, and even as the party leadership is behind him as their leader who was elected during the National Convention that was held in 2020 November. As such, the trustees and members of the DNC, and indeed the entire leadership, would like to affirm its unwavering support to Mr. Kalaba, and through his leadership, we are confident that he will help provide checks and balances to the government. Lastly, we would like to inform the party membership and general public that the leadership, through an emergency meeting that was convened to address the duo's issue of insubordination, has today, 19th October 2021, resolved to place Ms. Kabemba and Mr. Nkonge on suspension pending a disciplinary hearing. The leadership affirms its commitment to uphold the party constitution, which guides and guards us. Dignity and places a very high premium on family values and on morality, especially amongst its leaders. We would like to thank you all for your continued support, and let's continue believing again. Thank you.
All right, so let me just make a clarification. So I think I got it wrong, like in the beginning of the video, because I was, thinking that the lady in the pink vest was Mrs. Mrs. Justice Kabemba, or Miss, Okay, so I'm about to get things wrong. Hold on. This is what you get, Magamba. So Kabemba and Justin Kabemba. I meant Judith Kabemba and Justin Nkonge. So according to this video that I just played, right? So these two people who are allegedly the office bearers of the DP as an organization, it seems now such a suspension. So this is very funny. So what we have is a situation where within a political party, right, within an organization, they have decided to split apart. There's the office bearers and the people who are kind of quote unquote popular, if you know what I mean. So this is what's happening. So according to the video that we just watched, right, Judith Kabemba and Justin Nkonge have been sort of put on suspension. Wow. Justin Nkonge and Judith Kabemba have sort of filed in that situation. Come lawyers saying they are the office bearers, they registered the political party. So but we have a situation where the DP is actually split in two. And this is what I was trying to tell you, this is what I was talking about previously. with regards to surrogate parties. And I'm going to get into the business of politics in Zambia, because we need the youth to know exactly the business of politics and why we have political parties such as that one being, led by Sean Tembo, and why they were working quote unquote with the Patriotic Front. Otherwise, such a lawsuit allegedly, reportedly, okay, because it is a known fact that a lot of named political parties in Zambia are actually surrogates. They are low key giving you the illusion that they are offering checks and balances here and there, but in reality, they are actually rallying behind a main opposition party, or the actual ruling party. So let's also get to react to some information coming through with regards to CR1, because CR1 doesn't he doesn't delay. He's already given us his thoughts and opinions with regards to this matter. So while we're doing that, while I'm preparing that, let me play some song.
Appreciate me. Now they alive. Not be say when I live this life, you go to fake I'm for my wife. Celebrate me. Now they.
All right, so that was our little musical break. So I really hope that you guys can see this clearly. So this is basically what Prophet Seer once said. Prophet Seer once said, in June this year, 2020, with my own data bundle. Come on, man, you gotta specify. Of course, with your own data and your own bundles. Yeah, we get it. I picked up my phone and called Harry Kalaba the same way I called President Nevis Mumba and Chishimba Kambwedi. By the way, can I do a CR1 voice? Let me see. Let me do a CR1 accent. In June this year, with my own data bundle. This is not how he talks. How does he talk? I picked up my phone and called Harry Kalaba the same way I called President Devas Mumba and Chishimba Kambwidi. Chai! I persuaded CR1 can scatter my zone. Making fun of the Jagaban's accent, you can end up, losing your life. Anyway, let me just read. All right. Okay. So, according to this information, right, he said I persuaded him to unite with HH because HH is chosen to be the president, but he openly refused. A day later, I received a call from his spiritual father, persuading me to support Honorable Harry Kalaba so that we would become, or rather, he would become the president. I asked him to tell Harry Kalaba to support HH because once someone is chosen, he's chosen and nothing can stop the chosen. Honorable Kalaba disobeyed, just like many of those that I called to give HH their support. Their reasons was that their prophet said HH was never going to win the elections. These papas prophesying the victory to Edgar Lungu. Where's Edgar Lungu? Where are his prophets? Just like I said, HH will smoothly rule Zambia for 10 years. Anyone that will fight him will be punished. I know what I'm talking about. Stay away from the chosen one, unless you are tired of seeing the sun. Chai! Yeah, so that was a word coming through from Andrew Ijimadu. So yeah, that's just basically what he's saying. He's saying, he told Harry, blah, 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 etc., so on and so forth. So let's talk about Ivishtika, Zambia, and the role of surrogate parties. So actually, politics in Zambia is a huge business, but
what's the meaning of
so Diana doesn't really care whether all these different political parties are surrogates or not. So what they basically do is they dupe people and they cause division. You see, the role of a surrogate party is to sort of neutralize the efficiency of the other opposition parties, so that they can sort of further subdivide the would-be supporters of the main opposition. So let's say, for example, the Patriotic Front had to win, right? Or there could have been a situation, or rather there could have been instances where the numbers from all these surrogate parties that were there, that were obviously running, of course, excluding official political parties such as the MMD, because I really believe the MMD under Nervous Mumba is actually like a real legit opposition party. So what they usually do is sometimes there are instances where you have like a splitting of votes and all that stuff. So in those situations, a ruling party can actually get to like use the votes coming through from the surrogate parties, the parties that are just giving you like a false smoking mirror of being an opposition leader. So opposition political party. So these are the situations where a surrogate party could be very useful to like a ruling party, especially when the results are pretty much close. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of these surrogate parties actually make a lot of money by actually feeding from the ruling political party. So I'm sure you guys already remember what was happening to Sean Tembo. That time he was on opposition with regards to him opposing the Patriotic Front. And then he sort of did his thing. And then even though he had a political party, he was a surrogate, allegedly, reportedly. And this is one of the reasons why we saw him with the president and all that stuff. So he was just sort of a surrogate party. It's the same with a named political party of a man who's married to an Ethiopian wife. His political party at some time was acting as a surrogate party. This is one of the reasons why he was actually, supporting the then ruling, Patriotic Front. So it's actually a very good business to have a fake political party just operating under the umbrella of an actual opposition, but in fact you are feeding off of the political party which is ruling. And this is one of the reasons why we have situations whereby some political parties have got better treatment. Because if you see what was happening this year, right, we had the UPND being really demonized, while a lot of other political parties were absolutely fine. They weren't really as strict on them because they were low-key working with the main opposition, the main ruling party at that particular point. And I do remember there was one statement that was very peculiar to me, and it was a very telling story. There was one point where one of these men, other opposition parties, either the Socialist Party or the DP, right? They were saying, why, if we always have I'm a certificate for these COVID things, and we don't have any problems with the police, is because we do the right thing, So they were low key admitting that they get preferential treatment with regards to them being able to like maneuver and just get to like mobilize themselves, because they weren't really having as many problems as the UPND because they were a surrogate party. All right, so yeah, I was looking for that. Okay, so now let's move on to the next story. People are saying Charles is watching from Dumwezi. Christine is watching from Mufumbwe. So please let me know where you guys watching me from, because we need to show them that we are global, actually. Julia Prudence says, okay, cool. Mwemba says Jagaban. Chilufia Mulenga says, I knew from way back that Kalaba was supporting PF because, number one, he is PF. And number two, he has a very close friend who mentioned Kalaba at one point, insinuating that he is a PF supporter. I mean, it's not really like secret information. Harry Kalaba and Chimba Kambwili, we knew that these people were actually supporting the Patriotic Front, low-key, and they were just sort of acting as a front. We all knew this information. And this is one of the reasons why we saw Chimba Kambwili get back to the Patriotic Front, and he was given like a lot of cash, like he was given like a lot of cash, and he was able to like just basically go back to the old ways. And this is one of the reasons why I'm inclined to believe that Chimba Kambwili was actually acting as a spy. He was just sort of getting intel from the UPND at that particular time, because there was one time he was very well connected in the UPND because, he was like sort of trying to, do what he has to do. And because there's no way you can just switch like that, So, he was actually a spy. He was a low-key spy, allegedly, reportedly. And so on. So yeah, let's take a look at who's what. Oh, we've got somebody from Mozambique. Como estás? I don't know how to say that in Portuguese. Watching from Senanga, Ndola, KTK Muntwandi. So as you can see, we're actually global bagamba. Finish ZED Corner TV. Big shout out to everybody watching me right now. And remember, everybody who supports ZED Corner is a keyboard warrior. We are warriors. And every time you hear this sound, you have to share the video. Whenever you hear that sound, right, you know that you're supposed to protect your country. You know that you're supposed to do the right thing. Protect your land, protect your natural resources, protect your women, feed your children, especially as Abaume. I'm the other thing that I need to talk about before I digress, because I'm all I'm very long-winded. When it comes to males and females in society, males have got a very important role to play. I mean, I did talk about this earlier on, and I really think in Zambia we have this culture where we emphasize the sort of tutoring of females in comparison to males. Let me explain. Vashivu Kombe versus Vana Chimbusa. Like when a young couple is about to get married, right? Emphasis is made on the female in comparison to the males. Like Vana Chimbusa play, they spend a lot of time preparing the female for the marriage in comparison to Vashivu Kombe. And my approach is we need to actually teach our males how to lead, how to protect, and how to provide way much more than the females. Because, of course, I understand, feminism, everybody's equal and that stuff. But by the end of it all, women are much more inclined to lead. So we need to emphasize and teach our male citizens to be very proactive when it comes to protecting our land, protecting our natural resources, protecting our women, and feeding our kids, if you know what I mean. So this is one of the reasons why.
Come on, tell neighbor, come on, tell neighbor, you are here at owner's risk.
You are here at owner's risk, Bakambanga. I really expect the people who follow ZED Corner to be very proactive. The males, the females, we have to be warriors, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you hear this, if you are mwenso awe, last time the problem that we had in Zambia is due to the fact that aba mwenso bari furide sana, especially mweba Zambia. We already talked about this, especially you, the educated ones. You were overpowered by Avena Innocent Kalimanshi because you didn't speak up, because for some reason you're afraid. For some reason you can't really take the hit. But every time you hear me and every time you hear this sound, exactly. We need not to be fearless. We need to stand for the right things, and we need to make sure we stand up for the vulnerable, the women, the pensioners, the pensioners. I don't know how you pronounce that, and basically vulnerable people like street kids. There's absolutely no way, just like I keep on telling you, we can have corruption while we are having instances where people are sleeping hungry. They don't really know how they're going to survive tomorrow. So every time I come here, remember this. And the most important target audience that I'm looking for, I'm trying to target males, especially Zambian males between 18 to around 55. That's my target audience, you know. Avanakashi, because males are leaders. Okay, so if you're watching me, if you're a man, listen to this.
Come on, tell neighbor unkale olimba. Come on, tell neighbor you are here at honors risk. Ne honors risk kuno. Twakulala ndatumwa omyaka tomu zompiki. Bosa ndatumwa zompiki.
Omuzompiki.
Bonsa mweba umemwaba dipano. Ushkwe tomu zompiki emyo kuboko tupepa.
So as long as now Gwatomu Zompiki, you need to play your role to make Zambia a better place. This is for the guys. And I want you to go out there in society, stand for what's right. Not kuraivido obuteko. Do not allow ubupova ama corruption, ubuwele. No. So all the males, 18 to about 55 and so on and so forth, we've got a huge role to turn around this country. You know, if you have ubupova that fire. Of course, I'm not really going to forget the women because, you know, Chilufia Mulenge is already killing me. I knew that you guys were going to kill me. Women are leaders too. I rebuke the statement. Well, if there's a husband and a wife, you know, can the husband say, you know, say we're equal, or the husband is going to go out there and face the heat? That's what I'm talking about. Of course, everybody is equal. I mean, we've got, equal chances and all that stuff. But, you know, but anyway, I didn't forget about the females because I got this for you.
Bushalin kwatako sister, ushkwete samusa. Mebina mkwete samusa, kabins da pa babali funyapo. Na aleka nukuleka.
But once of it, Imizompi Ama Samusa, we need we need to take this country to a new dimension, if you know what I mean. So this is actually a call out to all the males out there and all the females, you know. But I'm mostly trying to emphasize on the males because I'm a Zambian males today, Shipula. I'm a Zambian males today, Shipula. This is one of the reasons why Abanensu, Ngabaisa, Vare tushta nani manipulati, vare mi fore MPH no muramba koksta complain mukantremian because namulala. So 18 to 55, that's my target demographic, you know. So yeah, just know that you have to protect your nation, you have to do what's right, and you have to make sure that you stand for the right causes that is going to propel our nation to the next level. So anyway, moving on, while we go on a musical break. I don't really know which song we can play here. Yeah, so hold on. All right, so that was Izolo by DJ Maporitza and yeah, these are the guys that I'm not going to mention. Okay, so now we have another important topic that we need to talk about. We're going to talk about the Youth Indaba, which is going to be held by the Minister of Youth, Sports and Arts, Honorable Elvis Nkandu. Because there's actually this upcoming event that we need to, prepare for, especially as youths. So according to this information, right, youth from across Zambia in one place. As the Minister of Youth, Sports and Arts, Elvis Nkandu disclosed the plans by his ministry to hold the first ever National Youth Indaba under the new Dawn government. Minister of Youth, Sports and Arts yesterday disclosed that his ministry had embarked on plans to hold a National Youth Indaba next month. Speaking in separate interview when he graced the first maiden golf tournament on behalf of the local government, Minister Honorable Gary Nkonge, MP, organized by the Zambia National Marketeers Credit Association toward formalization of the informal sector of the Lusaka Golf Club yesterday. Honorable Nkandu said plans to hold a National Youth Indaba were underway by his ministry. He said the National Youth Indaba will aim at coming up with a roadmap on how to best address the challenges facing the youths across the nation. We have a lot of things that we need to talk about. And you know, we need to really organize ourselves as the youths. And this is actually a call to the Ministry of Youth and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts. Okay, we need to have a transparent way of doing things. Now, this is about to get serious. This is about to get serious. Let me even play you the Jamaican horns. Okay? Because this is where we usually mess up as youths because of being disorganized. And you know, like the people who don't want to like you know allow others to have equal opportunities. So we have this upcoming youth Indaba, right, which is going to be held at some named place, whatever that's going to happen, right? So what's going to happen is only a few people are going to be privileged enough to, you know, be part of that event because obviously not everybody can attend that particular event. And this is where opportunistic youths get to take advantage, because we saw this happen like with the Patriotic Front, where we had, you know, secluded, selected people benefit from a lot of different things. Like, for example, you know, the fuel tanker, Zama empowerment, and the majority of Zambian youths and Zambian citizens were like, and what's happening here exactly, you know? So at this particular moment, right, my suggestion, my proposal, you know, is let's do it online, you know, because obviously, number one, Zambia doesn't really have a lot of money. You know, we're actually broke, you know, so organizing such a grand, colossal event is just going to be a not so efficient way of doing things, and the majority of Zambians are going to left out. I mean, you guys already know me. Like, if I want to be part of it, damn, I'm going to make it happen. But what about people in the furthest part of Zambia? What about people who want to be included in remote areas who are not really going to have the privilege to attend such a function? So my proposal is scrap the whole event, the physical thing. I mean, you can still have like a physical event, but make sure there's also an online way for the majority of Zambian youth to participate. So you can do it via Zoom. It's actually going to be way much more cost efficient, and you're going to save a lot of money. And there's going to be like a lot of inclusivity. A lot of people are going to be able to participate as well. So in the future, if there's ever going to be events where there's going to be some sort of empowerment. So instead of doing what the Patriotic Front did last time, right? This time around, we can have like a transparent way of doing things. How about doing it online? If youths wants to be empowered and they want to have access to whatever funds, let's have an online platform where people can actually get to present their proposals, their manifestos, and basically their business plan. And then we can selectively vote for the best candidates who we feel have a better, business plan, business proposal, and have a higher probability of, succeeding. Because by the end of it all, right, just like I keep on telling you, the Patriotic Front gave us the blueprint of how to fail at a lot of things, if you know what I mean. So as a new Dawn government, you should try to avoid the errors that were, made by the Patriotic Front. So if there's ever going to be like some youth empowerment, whatever, cooperative type of funding event, we need to have a transparent way of doing things where people can actually get to like participate. You can even, ask the citizens to vote for the candidates who deserve to earn or rather obtain the part of the funds which are going to be distributed. So this is one of the reasons why I say Papa Fe Avena Sarafino kuna wala such economic empowerment fund that business so we need to have a more transparent meritocratic way of doing things. So in the future, I would really, advise the new Dawn government to have some sort of transparency, because by the end of it all, we just don't want people who are connected to be enjoying these funds and these privileges. We need everybody to feel included, so do it online. have a way whereby even the citizens can get to participate, because this is one of the reasons why President Hichilema is having these one-on-one conversations. He's on radio stations and just basically communicating with the people. So instead of pre-selecting connected people, because we know what's going to happen, if it's going to be done in a secluded manner, there's obviously going to be some sort of nepotism, favoritism, and all that stuff. And you know me, I'm all about collectively doing well. I'm all about transparency. I'm all about, competitiveness and giving people their merit with regards to who deserves to get empowered. So that's something that I would, put out there. So in order for us to save a lot of money, because it's going to be expensive, bring in all the youths from different provinces and, just having one particular place to hold that particular event. I would rather we do it online. Let's put it out there, do it online, whatever proposals, ideas, let everybody participate, because the majority of people have got access to, devices that they can tap in and be part of the meeting. And like that, everybody's going to feel included. If you are still going to stick with, the physical aspect of having this particular youth Indaba in person, well, just make sure that you include other people as well. Because last time, what we saw with regards to the youth Indaba, it was some sort of exclusive event where only the well-connected people were a part of it. So that's what I would advise the Minister of Youth, Sports and Arts to do. So this is what we had. I think over chat, but I think to push up. Daniel says, yes, no fear, Bagamba. I love your spirit. Even the Bible tells us so. He didn't give us a spirit of fear, but that of courage. So this is basically the little update that I had for you. I've got some other things to do, so I'm going to be leaving you right now. I really hope that you enjoyed that little update, even though we got the information here and there. But I'm not really like a professional journalist, and we're learning as we're going. So yeah, but the thing is, now I'm starting to understand. Okay, so have a great evening. Be blessed, and
Zambia.
All right, so now let's also listen to this, because yeah, so just like you heard them say, right? So I expect you guys to think independently, because it's not only about me. You might have opposing views. You might not really necessarily, damn, that's a very hard word to pronounce. You might not necessarily agree with me. And I do respect that, and you can always give me your feedback, negative or positive. I do not really care. And I also do not block people. So here, quite a bit of my democracy corner. If you want, you can insult me. You can talk about this, that. I'm really unbothered. So feel free to drop all the comments in the comment section below. And whatever, negative or positive, feel free, just do whatever you want. I'm never ever going to block anybody. I've never blocked anybody, because I believe the right of expression, and by the end of it all, there I'm here. So words don't really hurt me. I'm not really going to get sensitive about that. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me. We have one person from Johannesburg. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me. So I really hope that you guys shared this video, because so when was the last time you even watched Shaka Zulu? Oh, by the way, before I go, long-windedness. Did you know that the wars of Mfekane, where we had tribes such as mine, because I'm Lozi, that's why I call myself the unofficially Tunga. That those wars were actually fake, because according to the history that we learned, we are told that bashaka bari sana ba warrior bakari yakwebati bari brute yakwebati quite ama migration yakwebati, you know, the kololo abalozi, you know, the moving from South Africa going into the you know, the top end of Africa. That was actually a lie. And the reason why they put that on Shaka is due to the fact that when the Dutch were coming to South Africa, you know, when they started occupying in Africa, right, they were displacing the local tribes, you know, and because they just came bruto maida in. So these tribes that were occupying those ends, you know, they had to like migrate to the top side. So idea issue there, you know, Shaka was the one who caused the dispersion of those local tribes. Nah, bruh, that was you know, just you know, the people who settled, you know, the foreigners who settled in you know, South Africa, and they had to, you know, get rid of the people. And this is one of the reasons why umugamba Shaka so yeah, do your Googles, make sure that you guys are not really brainwashed by this propaganda, and you know, you guys are going to be mentally emancipated. Okay, so yeah, that's all I had for you before I go off on a tangent again. Before I digress. So yeah, big shout out to Kumpulungu ko Sakosano ko Kumpulungu. Very beautiful place, very beautiful place. So yeah, have a great evening. You guys have been awesome. And what else can I play for you before I go? Yeah, this
Come on, tell neighbor, unkale. Come on, tell neighbor, you are here at Honors Risk. Ne Honors Risk kuno. Twakulala ndachumwa omyako atomu zompiki. Bosra ndachumwa zompiki.
Zompiki.
Bonsa mweba umemwaba dipano. Ushkwe tomu zompiki. Emyo kuboko tupepa.
Yeah, so namu for guys, especially mweba rumendo tufire toa kosa azama youth, we should make sure that we put things in order, because abafiashi beswaba abari kumantanshi tabeshi for you know, they're not really trying to work with us. So at this particular moment, right, we understand that probably in the next 20 to 30 years, right, we are the ones who are going to be like kumantan shokwapa. So not kulapa. As I'm a youth, we need to take actions in our own hands. All right. And especially Mweba 18 to 55, even above, just know that you've got a greater role to play. Do not wait for others to make Zambia a better place. If you ever see injustice anywhere, act. If you see, you know, or somebody's, you know, doing some wrong things, speak out. Talk. You can actually even sue companies. You know, make sure that there is order and we take Zambia to the next level. It's your duty. Zambia na imbi. So if we don't really get to protect Zambia, nobody's ever going to, you know, make Zambia a better place for us. So, you know, actually take the individual incentive to make Zambia a better place. We're not going to let that happen. The reason why we had people like Innocent Kalimashi, you know, taking over is because people like me and you were silent. This is one of the reasons why we decided to, like, you know, go visual and talk about these things, because we would not let what happened to PF ever happen again. And I got your back. You also got my back. We are the leading voice for the Zambian youths. You know, educated people are scared. This time around, we're going to stand for the right things, and we're going to make sure everybody collectively benefits and does the right thing. If it means going to prison, let's do that, you know, because there's only one Zambia. We need to fight for this land. We need to protect our natural resources. We need to protect our women, and we also need to feed our kids. If we are not active, man, well, you know, we're going to end up being refugees in our, you know, in other countries. So remember, whenever you hear this, there you have it. So go do what you have to do, hustle, make money, and stand, you know, for the right things. Okay, not Kulai Temasana. Look out for other people as well. Let's collectively make Zambia a better place, and everybody should collectively, be wealthy, and everybody should have equal opportunities and equal survival chances. I mean, that's all I had for you. Have a great evening. Be blessed. It's been Mona, the unofficially Tunga. I'll probably talk to you, I don't know, whenever we're going to have some amazing news. So yeah, take care and be blessed.